Have you ever woken up and told yourself, you know what, today I'm gonna be extremely productive? Only you start the day and before you know it, you get distracted by your endless notifications, social media feed posts, chores and to-do lists. Rest assured, because today I'm gonna talk to you about 11 simple productivity hacks that will help you beat procrastination. Yes, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, 11 procrastination hacks that you can start doing today. Let's go. So the first thing we want to talk about is the 2-minute rule. Now the 2-minute rule is pretty simple. It's a pretty basic idea. Some of you might know it already. And it's the concept of doing things that take less than 2 minutes there and then. So if you know that you need to send an email and it's going to take less than 2 minutes, or if you know you can throw the bins out in less than 2 minutes, if you can, I don't know, plan your day or send a document out to a client and it's going to take less than 2 minutes, it's better to do it there and then as opposed to pushing it back and moving it to later on. So the 2-minute rule, do things that take less than 2 minutes there and then. Obviously it goes without saying, don't do 10 different things that take less than 2 minutes in one go, because then you're going to waste 20 minutes of your time, and we'll touch on why that doesn't work in a few tips later on. The next thing you can do to destroy procrastination and increase your productivity is batching items or batching tasks. What is batching? Batching is basically grouping things together. So rather than checking your emails at 9 a.m., 1 a.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., whatever it is, scattered throughout the day, it's better to batch your emails together. So maybe dedicate an hour in the afternoon every day to your emails. You can batch emails, you can batch meetings. Rather than taking meetings or calls throughout the week, why not batch them to one day of the week specifically? Batching items means you're not doing a lot of task switching, and so you can focus on one thing at a time. When you're focused on one thing at a time, it means your mind isn't occupied on 10 different things and constantly having to switch from, deep work into shallow work into deep work. Batching makes life easier because it reduces the friction that's required to get started on a particular task. So number 3, me personally, I only try to look at emails on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I understand if you're in the world of work, if you work for an investment bank, a consulting firm, or most companies, you're going to be getting emails every single day in the tens of hundreds daily, and you have to check them constantly. Now, fair enough, you can't really avoid that, but if you're in the position where you can have the luxury to check or decide when to check your emails, I would definitely recommend you check them on, 2 days out of the 5 days. Now, the reason why I only check my emails on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the most part is because what I used to do is every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and it just disrupts my workflow. Now, one book I've been reading, Deep Work by Cal Newport, good book, and it focuses on, there's deep work where you're actually doing lots of concentrated hard work and you're focused, and then there's shallow work. Shallow work is things like checking emails, responding to emails, and not really doing or getting much done. You're just doing lots of basic things. So I realized that checking my emails every single day, constantly, every time something came into the inbox, it was very distracting. It resulted in more procrastination and it reduced my productivity. So then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna check emails only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's not the end of the world if someone doesn't get a response in 1 or 2 days. And that's personally worked very well for me, and I'm gonna keep doing that. Once you enter the world of work, emails are gonna be the bane of your existence. Trust me, every minute, every 5 minutes, whatever it is, you're gonna be getting an email into your inbox, and you're gonna be tempted to want to check it to see if it's important. 9 times out of 10, it's not important. Keep in mind, every time you are checking your inbox, it's taking you away from doing deep work. So you're doing shallow work more often, so just be mindful of that. Before we carry on, it's that time of the video where I need to introduce today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for creative and curious individuals. In fact, I've had a Skillshare account for over a year. I've banged out so many different classes, from video editing, design in Figma, mobile app development, so on and so forth. I've actually created 4 classes of my own, covering CVs, cover letters, asset management, and the various divisions of an investment bank. In addition to my classes, there are thousands of classes that you can access to help you develop your curiosity, design skills, marketing, entrepreneurship, so on and so forth. Legit, you name it, there's probably a class on Skillshare for you to check out. Skillshare is great because it's specifically created for learning. This means no ads throughout any of the classes, which is always a bonus. In addition, one subscription allows you to access all of the classes on the platform. Best of all, creators like myself are regularly creating premium classes every so often. The first 1,000 people to hit the link in the video description below will get a month-long free trial to Skillshare Premium. So you can access all of the classes that I've mentioned and explore even more in your own spare time. And it goes without saying that you can cancel at any time, so you don't need to spend a penny if you don't want to. Pomodoro technique, or Pomodoros. 99% of you watching this video probably know what a Pomodoro is. For those of you that don't, a Pomodoro spans 30 minutes. It's basically 25 minutes of intense focused work and then 5 minutes of a break. And so it's basically long enough to get a good amount of work done and stay focused, and it's short enough not to be distracted. So one Pomodoro is 30 minutes, you take your 5-minute break and then you start another Pomodoro. Typically I like to do around 3 or 4 Pomodoros at a time, and then maybe have lunch and then do some more Pomodoros, and then, you know, have a break, have a coffee, whatever it is. Pomodoro technique works. Research shows it's effective, so definitely consider doing it if you're finding that you're getting distracted too easily or you're struggling to concentrate for long periods of time. 5. Mornings versus afternoons. Are you a morning person or are you an afternoon, evening person? Find out which one you are and adapt your working style accordingly. So if you know you are more productive in the morning, then maybe you want to get the big tasks, the deep work, the long projects done in the morning, and then do emails and things like shallow work in the evening. If you're the opposite, switch it around. Simple. Personally, every single time I've ever worked out before the workday has started, I end up having a super productive workday. And even if I don't get the workout in the morning, if I work out in the middle of the day or in the afternoon, I tend to be a lot more productive, a lot more energetic. I tend to feel better about the day. There's a lot of research out there that shows the positive correlation between working out and productivity, or increasing or boosting your energy levels. Naturally, if you're working out more, there's science behind it. I don't want to go too deep into it, but it's basically, it releases more endorphins. This results in more happiness or feelings of euphoria, and naturally that translates into a productive human being. Next one, always keep a bottle of water on your desk. Why? End of the day, your brain is an organ. It needs a strong replenishment of water in order to function as best as it can. So a bottle of water on your desk every single day can help you just get into the habit of drinking more water. Push-ups and dumbbells. Now, not everyone has the luxury of going to the gym in the middle of their workday, and you know, some people might not want to go early morning. So a simple thing to do, previously I mentioned the Pomodoro technique. You get a 5-minute break, right? In that 5-minute break, just do some push-ups, or if you've got some dumbbells lying around the house, just do some. It will boost your energy, it will wake you up, especially in the afternoon after you've had like a heavy lunch, for example. Over a long period of time, if you're doing 100 push-ups a day, that's 500 push-ups a week. That's more than anyone that you probably know. That's what, 2,000 push-ups a month. Do that for a year, you're gonna be hench. Your chest is gonna be popping. So yeah, simple thing like that, push-ups, dumbbells, whatever it is, just find 5 minutes. It doesn't even need to take that long, and that will boost your energy to help you be more productive throughout the workday. Big one, quit multitasking. So multitasking, task switching, whatever, it's all a myth. It doesn't make you more productive. Your brain can only operate and think and work on one thing at a time, especially if you're focused on deep work. For those of you who are at university or college or school studying, when you're revising, you're not revising 10 different subjects at once, right? You're not doing science, maths, and I don't know, history revision all at once. You're breaking them up. You're not multitasking. You're focusing on one thing. Similarly, when it comes to the world of work, you don't want to be working on 5 different projects at the same time. So avoid multitasking. Don't be doing emails, don't be doing project work, don't be doing XYZ all at the same time. It's better to focus on one thing at a time. Once that's done, move on to the next thing. So multitasking is a myth. It makes you less productive than focusing on a task on its own. Second to last point, focus on your most important tasks. So every single day in the morning, list 1 to 3 tasks. Your most important tasks, 1, 2, and 3, and then focus on that first task only until you get that task done. Move on to the next thing. Some people, or most people, they try and accomplish too much in a day and they don't end up doing it all, and so they feel like it's been a waste of a day. Don't make, you know, your life hard by listing 10 different things, because it's not realistic. You got the rest of the week to do those things, so focus on your most important task. And last but not least, set small deadlines. So Parkinson's law states that work expands to fill the time that it's given. So if I give myself, I don't know, 2 weeks to edit this video, I'm gonna end up doing it all the way up until the end of that 2-week deadline. However, if I give myself 4 days to do it, I'm gonna do it within those 4 days. Similarly, any work you have, try and set sooner deadlines so you can get it done by the deadline. Because if you set the deadline later, you're gonna work to that deadline. Simple hack, not many people do it. Parkinson's law, it's been around for time. Set sooner or set smaller deadlines. Simple. All right.